Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming at you guys again with yet another video. And listen man, the weekend is almost over, so you already know what time it is. It's time to get into this week's Heat or Hype, where we get into the latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in the sneaker or streetwear world. That is what we do here today. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or was just that basura. That I did not want to expose you to it, but this week, once again, the World Heavyweight Basura Champ is in the building with a special guest, someone we don't talk about a lot on the Basura of the Week. But don't worry, we are gonna get to it, and of course, I'm gonna expose you to it. Just wanted to quickly say once again, salutes to everybody who copped off the last Sample Industries drop. We got more stuff on the way. We are gonna take 1 week off, but trust me, when we come back, we got more heat for you. And as always, make sure you drop a like on this vid, sub up if you haven't already, and finesse the bell as well. Let's go ahead and get into this week's Heat or Hype. First up for this week, we got a Nike SB to talk about. Now, this shoe did already release overseas, and there is still no US or European release date for it yet. And that is the Golf SB Dunk Low. Now, these are actually based off of a Porsche 917 from like 1970. We talked about these before, but they have actually released. The question now is, when is the rest of the world going to be actually able to get this shoe, or is it? I believe that they actually released in Asia or Japan. The all over blue, white, orange, the 58, it's a clean colorway and something I would like to add to the stacks, but right now I'm definitely not paying whatever resale is because I didn't even look it up. So if you are waiting for this shoe, you might have to wait a little bit longer, and if you're part of the overseas fam that might actually cop these, hey, let me know down below. Next up, we got a brand new Adidas Ultra 4D on the way. Now this one is called the Have a Nice Day Ultra 4D, and this is a Nice Kicks and Adidas collab. And when you see this shoe, if you were around back then when the NMDs were popping, you're going to immediately recognize this tie-dye print. Now the NMD was red and black, and that red and black NMD used to go for crazy prices. NMDs and Ultra Boost, the hype is not like that anymore. So unless this shoe is like super limited, super hard to get, somewhat like the original red and black NMDs, the tie-dye joints, these shouldn't be too bad as far as the resale market goes, which is a good thing. Not a bad pair of Ultra 4Ds, but not something that I would personally cop. I just know I wouldn't really wear these a lot. And I still think the best thing that has come from Adidas recently is that brand new Ultra Boost 21. As far as like Ultra Boosty type sneakers, 40 sneakers, those type of things go. The 21 joints is fire, but yeah, these are on the way. No date on these yet. The next one we got is another big rumor, big leak, could be some BS, could never drop, but they did pop up, so I want to talk about them. And that is another pair of the Sakai LD Waffle. Now these are black, white, gray, and they have a little bit of yellow, and I actually do like the colorway. You're gonna see the mock-up right here as well as the actual shoe down here. Now the reason I don't mind talking about these is because we already know that there's a Sakai LD Waffle on the way with fragment that's blue, gray, and white. We saw another LD Waffle that was gray and white not too long ago, and now we get a yellow, black, gray, and white one. So there is a pretty strong possibility that we're going to be getting even more colorways in this Sakai shoe, which so it's a very, very strong possibility that we're going to be seeing more colorways in this shoe right here. Now, since this is a leak, a rumor, there's no release date on these just yet. Jumping into some Reebok news, we actually have a shoe that is returning that I remember having as a kid. I believe I had the OG because I believe the OG released in 2000 or 2001, but that is the Reebok Answer 4. Coming back in the old white, red, and gray colorway. Now, these should be dropping on March 12th. Retail should be $130, and good luck to some of the OG collectors out there who might want this colorway. Now, I would assume that these are going to be dropping everywhere, like foot sites, Reebok.com, pretty widely available, so hopefully it is an easy cop. Another Reebok we got on the way on March 6th, the black toe Reebok Question is actually returning. Now, these are from the 01 All-Star game. We actually got a few All-Star releases to talk about this week, but this is actually the first one. And I believe the retail on these is going to be $140. It's a Reebok Question. They usually do really well as far as the quality goes on these. They don't really skimp too much. So I would assume that this one is going to be a solid retro. And I'm pretty sure there's a pair of pumps as well. I think it's the D Brown pumps is dropping as well. I believe that's on March 4th. Another release that I actually missed last week was this brand new Vape and Adidas Superstar. And as y'all can see, on one side you get the Vape's the star, and on the other side you get the regular 3 stripes from Adidas. And from these photos right here, I am definitely not mad at these. In my opinion, this one is definitely not a bad collab from Vape and Adidas. Now, one thing I wish was on both shoes on the outside was that Vape's the star. It's on the outside on the right shoe and the inside of the left shoe. That's where you get the switching logos on both. Now, unfortunately, if you are watching this, it is too late. They did drop on Vape as well as Vape retail stores, and that was on the 27th. As far as an Adidas.com release, there's no info on that just yet. Some solid superstars nonetheless. Next up, we got another fire collab coming from Concepts and Kyrie on the Kyrie 7. Still, Kyrie has the best basketball shoes, in my opinion, the best colorways. Kyrie is killing it with some of the stuff that they dropped for him. Now, since it is a Kyrie collab, you do get some of those Egyptian themes. You got the Eye of Horus on the inside of the shoe, and the colorway is clean as well. Listen, if I was balling, I feel like I would be picking Kyrie's to ballin', bro. That's just how hard a lot of the colorways are. As of right now, no release date, no retail, but if they do release, they'll probably pop up on Nike sneakers soon. Jumping back into some more of those all-star releases, we got 2 from Nike. The first one being the Nike Air Force One React. Now, I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with y'all. I am still a fan of the OG Air Force One over this React model, but I'm sure that these are a lot more comfortable. And it did seem like when the original white pair came out, there was a little hype behind it as well. Now we get another colorway. This is following that all-star pattern, the all over black, that gloss, so I believe like that wood pattern underneath. And I was looking around to see if the sole actually glows. I'm not sure, but the colorway on the sole is called Barely Green. Now, these are going to be dropping on March 9th, and I want to say that the retail is $120. Now, the next one we have, I would say that this is actually a good pair of foams. These are dropping on March 9th as well. Now, the retail is the heftier $230 for the foam, and it is these joints right here. And as a foam vendor, I would say that these are one of the better colorways that they have dropped. The all over black upper with the pattern and that barely green sole. I will say that this is a good foam posit. A lot better than some of the other trash foams that we have been seeing. They're not blowing me away, but I definitely can't talk shit about them. It's a good foam. And Nike, CDG, I'm still waiting to hear some more info on the retail and release date on them CDG foams. I still need a pair, bro. Now, for the next one, I'm not even gonna spend a lot of time on it. We talked about these a lot already, and that is a pair of the British khaki Travis Scott Air Jordan 6. Now, this is pictures of a preschool size, so when this shoe does eventually drop, it should be releasing in full family sizing. We are still waiting on release date and official info from Nike themselves, so that's a Travis 6 update for this week. Up next, we got another surprise Jordan Brand retro coming later this year, holiday season, and it is actually inside of this box because I own the original pair. Now, I want to say that these dropped either 2000 or 2001, and this is the Midnight Navy Air Jordan 6. Now, this is a fresh leak, a fresh rumor, and I would be happy to get another pair. Hopefully they stick to that really nice tumbled white leather. As y'all can see, my pair has reached the end of the road. It's got holes in the sole, and these are not wearable anymore. Trust me, I tried, and the last time I tried to wear them, they almost fell apart on me as I was walking around. So in my opinion, this one is going to be a cop. I'm just waiting to see how they actually look. I'm hoping that they don't use that glossy white leather. I just want that matte finish, nice tumbled leather, and I'm down. So yes, Midnight Navy 6s should be dropping once again holiday season 2021, and I need a new pair. So JB, I'm down. Real quick for the next one, we got another Air Jordan 5 PE. This time is for the Michigan Wolverines. The same details you guys seen before, this time in that all over gold and yellow, the Michigan logo on the tongue, the blue suede. It's another clean 5 and another 5 that none of us are ever gonna own, but hey, they nice to look at. This week we got a ton of new dunks that popped up. This first one being Blam, these joints right here. These are the black and oil green Dunk Low. And whatever that black material is on the overlays on the upper looks really good. Looks like a really nice leather, really nice nubuck, and then you got a mixture of different camel prints all over the shoe. This one is another fresh leak, fresh rumor, no retail or release date, but the retail should be between 100 and 120, I would assume. And in my opinion, although the different camos kind of are throwing me off just a little bit, I think this is another good colorway coming on another Dunk Low. Another one is this Team Green Dunk Low. Green and white, very similar to the Spartan green and white Dunk High that we already got. And this is actually going to be dropping in men's sizing. As far as women's or GS sizing, I'm not too sure. But if you fit in between where you can wear men's and women's sizing, you are winning when it comes to dunks because you can get any dunk that drops. So when it comes to, I guess, midfoot gang, if you're not small feet gang or yacht gang, y'all are really winning when it comes to the dunks. Y'all got everything to choose from. And I mentioned sizes because there's one particular dunk that I've been waiting on that I thought was going to be copping, but as of now, doesn't seem like it's going to come in my size. But we'll talk about those on, tomorrow's video. The next dunk we got is another women's release, and this time it is going to be in an Easter colorway. At first, when I saw this shoe, I thought this was one of the free 99 joints, but then I looked at them again and no, this is more of an Easter multicolored colorway of the dunks. And again, the colorway on these is straight. Nothing really wrong with them. Extremely colorful, yes, but it is an Easter colorway. As far as the retail, it should be 100, no release date, but probably gonna be dropping in April. Next up, we got another spring summer dunk. This is another women's exclusive, and this is the Green Glow Dunk Low. Slight bars, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all, or I would hope that a lot of y'all will remember the Green Glow 4s and how much people went for that Green Glow 4 when it drops. These Green Glow 4 dunks is clean once again. Be prepared to see these splattered all over your IG Explore page very soon or whenever they drop. It's just another solid Dunk Low colorway. And to go ahead and wrap up all the dunks for this week, we have another women's exclusive. This is the Photon Dunk Low, another gray and white dunk. If you missed out on the gray and white highs, well, hey, here's another gray and white low. Nike is going to keep dropping the same colorways and highs and lows with small variations until they can't sell them anymore. Retail should still be 100 on these, and I mean, what can I say? It's white and gray. Right now, the more neutral colorways are really working. These are going to sell out. All the dunks we talked about are going to sell out. Come on, you already know the deal. Now, there were a lot of new Jordans, new leaks that popped up this week, slab bars once again, and the first one is going to be this Animal Air Jordan 11. This is another women's exclusive, small feet gang exclusive right here. So y'all let me know, is this something that y'all will be copping? Now this right here is a mock-up. This is not an official photo, so the shoe could look a little bit different, but I feel like if they do it just like this with like black suede or black nubuck with the different animal prints, I feel like the chicks is probably gonna dig these right here. Now another Jordan that I was excited that was coming back because I feel like this is my favorite Air Jordan 12 was the Taxi Air Jordan 12. Now the thing is that they switched something. I don't know why they switched it. They could have just brought back the OG taxis, but they had to switch something. And this time, if you notice on this mock-up, because this is not an official photo, the mud guard is suede. Instead of having the regular black like reptile leather on the mud guard, it is a black suede. So in my opinion, this isn't really a taxi 12. Just like those gray and white 12s were not a Flint gray 12. It was close, but it's not it. I know some of y'all out there might say they look kind of similar, but similar ain't the same. So in my opinion, this black, white, and gold Air Jordan 12 would be a pass for me. I really hope that this rumor is incorrect. I hope this leak is incorrect and we're actually just getting the regular retro of the Taxi 12s. That's what I would like, but we'll have to wait and see until later on this year. Okay, it is time to get into this week's Basuda of the week, and we have two culprits to talk about. The first one is from Reebok, and I almost forgot about this Basuda, but then it just popped up back in my head, and it is these joints right here. Somebody did this. This is the Candyland and Reebok Question Mid. Allen Iverson Question Mid. And the first thought that came to my head when I seen this shoe is, first up, I mean, these look like 1000% clown shoes. I know a lot of y'all call certain stuff clown shoes, but these are for sure clown shoes right here. Second thought was, I wonder if Allen Iverson approved of this shoe. Hey, maybe they were offering extra bag on the top with the Hasbro collab, but if this was my sixth shoe and I had any say, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. These is not getting through. You got the all over white with the polka dot toes, the green like fur for the grass on the tongue, the rainbow effects on the side, the Candyland on the tongue. This collab just doesn't really make any sense to me. I don't know, no sense at all. Maybe if they looked better, I would give them some leeway. Or maybe if I played Candyland as a kid, I would give them some leeway. But unless these shits is some mousetrap joints, some sorry joints, some operation joints, maybe a Monopoly sneaker, yeah, the Candyland shits, yeah, they ain't gonna get me with these. I don't know who let this one slide through. I hope Hasbro is paying y'all a lot to collab on y'all shoe, because these shits is horrible. Basuda, garbanzo beans, Basuda. Now that's just the first bit of Basuda. Now let's go ahead, step aside real quick, the Candyland shits. We have the world heavyweight Basuda champ in the building. Margiela once again is back, and they are back in the split toe tabby fashion once again. Blam.
Somebody did this.
This shoe right here is called the Margiela Transparent Tabby Lace Up. And if you want to wear these shoes right here that look like clear bowling shoes with the camel toe on the front, you're gonna have to spend a cool $930. Yes, $930 to walk around in these clear shits and have your shoes fogging up. Just to say, well, I know you look like bowling shoes with a fucking toe cut out, but hey, they Margiela and they cost me $930. You gonna respect these shits right here. And listen, y'all know I am a sucker for the see-through, clear, transparent shoe theme, but these, nah. These ain't gonna go. Who out there is going to be able to one-up and out-Basuda Margiela in 2021? I am interested to see, because they keep coming with this heat every fucking week. So salutes to the Basuda Kings there in the building once again, and that is the second Basuda of the week. And listen, y'all know what to do. Give me 3 words to describe the Candyland 3s or the Camel Toe 6s right here down below in the comments. Listen, I am done talking about the Basuda for the week. Please get the Camel Toe joints off the screen so we can get back to the heat, bruh. Up next, I am finally happy to say that we have a fire pair of Yeezys on the way. Now, these should be dropping next month in March, and this is a Yeezy 700 V3 in this Kyanite colorway. Y'all see them right here. This colorway is hard. And for me, this one definitely makes up for the Safflower release being canceled in the US, because I never actually went back and caught the pair of Safflowers, and I like this Kyanite pair better than the Safflower joint. Really reminds me of the original colorway, which I still think is the best. But if we're talking about 700 V3 colorway so far, these could be the second best in my opinion. Again, no release date on these yet, but trust me, I will be going for them. Earlier, I mentioned that we got a lot of new JB leaks, so here are some more. First up, this black and red Air Jordan 4, which is basically a Thunder Air Jordan 4, but you replace all the yellow with the red. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if they drop looking just like this mock-up right here, this is an instant sellout. Black and red Jordans just usually go, and the Thunder color blocking is a hard way to color block an Air Jordan 4. And it would kind of make sense if the Lightning Air Jordan 4s do drop to drop something like the Thunders, because they're not gonna drop the Thunders right now, but with a different color. So in my opinion, if you don't have black cats, this will be a pretty easy cop. If you do have black cats, you kind of already have this shoe, but you know, you don't have the red, so I would get it if you did cop. Another one we had this week is this Pine Green Air Jordan 3. When you hear Pine Green, I immediately think of the Pine Green Air Jordan 1, and it's kind of the similar take with this 3. Again, mock-up. Rumor, could look a little bit different when it does drop. And another thing that I noticed on this shoe is that it will have a black suede all of the upper, not an all black leather. But sticking to the formula of the Air Jordan 1, this is very, very similar to the Air Jordan 3 in the black cement colorway, and they're just switching out some of the pieces for that pine green and switching the whole upper over to the black suede. And then another one I seen this week that already had people kind of hyping it up was this all over black patent leather pair of BRED Air Jordan 1s. And if this shoe does actually drop, I do think it's gonna have a lot of hype on it, period. It's BRED Air Jordan 1s, just this time patent leather. They shiny. For me personally, even if they do drop, I'm not exactly like super hyped over it, because I do still have my BREDs from when they re-dropped in 2016. And I know that if I go on my stacks, am I gonna pick out the patent leather pair or just pick out the black leather joints? I'm probably gonna go ahead and go with the leather, the regular leather joints. But the patent leather gives it the shine, gives it a little bit of a different look, so I definitely get it. But remember, leak rumor may not happen, but if they do decide to drop these, another instant sellout. Last up, but definitely not least up for this week, I remember I was sitting in the hookah bar with my girl on my birthday, and thank you to everyone that says happy birthday and probably will say happy birthday in the comments. Thank you in advance, because I know I'm not gonna be able to get to every comment. I turned 27 and now everyone is telling me that I'm 30. So I'm not 30 yet. I'm not even closer to 30 than 25. All right, let's just keep it like that. But that shoe that came out of nowhere on Thursday night was the Blam What the Dornbecker Air Jordan 1. Now, since this shoe was popped up, there was an eBay auction going for it, but a lot of the bids were actually fake, and the shoe did get up to like $2 million. Now, I believe that there's about 14 to 17 pairs of this shoe. And if you are watching right now and you got a lot of chips on the hip to just toss for this shoe right here, and to the Doernbecher organization, they are going to be reopening the eBay auction or some type of auction later. Again, they had a lot of fake bids. The shoe hit like 2 mil and it wasn't even real. And you can tell right off the back that this Air Jordan 1 is a mixture of every Doernbecher Air Jordan that has dropped for the past however many years. I think 14 years. There's 14 different shoes incorporated into this Air Jordan 1 right here. And if I'm being honest, this shoe is kind of ugly, but it is cool for the fact of what it represents. So I'm not gonna get up here and trash it at all. If I had a whole bunch of money to donate and maybe try to get the pair, I probably would go for them. Why not? But as a what the shoe, these are cool nonetheless. You guys let me know what you think about the what the Doernbechers down below. But as far as this week goes, that is gonna be it, man. Let me know down below, did you cop anything this week or did you save all the money in the pockets? Remember, that is always a good option. Make sure you drop a like on this vid, sub up if you haven't already. What are you doing? And make sure to finesse the bell as well. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Twitch. The Twitch is Bullet RC, by the way. Here, there, bless about. Of course, I ain't got no shoes around me, so Bullet RC, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. That's it. It's time to go edit. Heater hypes are back on Sundays. Hope y'all enjoyed. Much love. Peace.
If you come here trying to take some, there's a lot more where that came from, and it really ain't no thing. I got some up here in this thing. I just dropped the jig in my Red Bull, and it really gave me wings. Yeah, up and away. Y'all should have seen this shit coming in May. We doing 300 records a day.